All right, so I got the stream running. Let me make sure my settings on here are correct. Quality. You guys tell me if the stream is coming through clear, if you don't mind, or if it's blurry. I'm trying to play with the settings. I need to get in the habit of making sure this is all right in the morning. If you guys don't mind, just drop it in the chat if it's blurry or if it's clear. Okay, mostly clear. I'm trying to play with the settings. I gotta adjust the frames per second, and then the stream quality. Kind of gets blurry from time to time. Might not be you, could be us. Maybe so. I really don't know. Honestly, I'm probably not the one to ask. I know there's a couple guys in the server that are a little bit better with all that. Sounds solid. Okay. Crystal clear currently. Well, I just played with the settings a little bit. So I hope we don't have any issues with clarity. So again, I didn't formally alert anything. I don't want anybody getting in here and freaking out thinking that they missed something. I am in a personal trade right now, short, sitting at about 9-10 points of drawdown. We're having trouble breaking down, which I don't like. We wick down and we're immediately pulling right back up, which sucks. I was really hoping to get some good follow through there, and it doesn't look like we're going to get it. To anybody that wasn't in here a minute ago, I did say that we have a chance to reach to this fair value gap, but I really don't want that to happen. This fair value gap has not been filled yet with price action on the 1 minute. That's why I extended my stop loss to 35 points. I wanted to give it the opportunity to reach up to there if it really needed to. I'm not inviting it to, but I can't write off the possibility that it might want to go there. It's just the fact that we're doing this retracement right here on this bullish leg of price action and now making a run for it is making me worried, making me nervous that we're not going to actually reject off of it if we reach there, that we might just go right through it. Because it's respecting bullish price action and working its way higher, which is not what I wanted to see. So this might be a loss here. I hope not, but it might be. This is why I didn't alert it. It wasn't anything that to me was a super high probability. I just wanted to see if we could get some follow through for that sell off, which it doesn't look like we're getting. So we might be wrong. But just anybody that doesn't know, we do have red folder news at 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern. It's manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. So we know that red folder news is extremely high volatility, causes some crazy price action, price delivery is all over the place. So just as a heads up to anybody, if we are in a trade or if anyone is looking to take a trade leading up to that red folder news, which is in a little less than an hour, we do need to make sure that we are sizing very small because price can do some crazy things with red folder news, especially when you look at the fact that it's going to be 15 minutes after market open, so we're already going to have the increased volatility from market open, and then you stack that on top of red folder news, so it could be a lot of movement. So, I'm going to remind you guys in a little while, 45 minutes. I'll remind you guys, but we do need to make sure we're not going super heavy leading into red folder news, especially right after market open. So. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up about that.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Jack.
How you doing?
I'm breathing, so it could be worse.
Absolutely.
How about yourself?
Same. No complaints, man. No
So just
complaints.
you weren't in. So I didn't make any formal alerts. I am taking a personal trade, which is currently not a fun ride. Uh, I'm currently in about 20 points of drawdown, but I was really just getting a feel for if we were going to get a follow through on the sell off. Doesn't look like we are, but
Are
I'm
you taking
side.
are you taking
Go
NQ
ahead.
or ES? Are you taking NQ or ES long or
Neither
short?
actually. I'm in Q short right now, which is looking like a
Okay.
bad call. But I always size in small, and I give myself room to average in if it starts to run in my favor. And for that reason, I'm not really too upset about this if it goes against me. I mean, obviously, I don't like to lose a trade, but it is what it is. If we would get the follow through with the sell off, we would have yielded a little over 100 points, about 110 points. But it looks like this is about to break to the upside. I was giving it room if it wanted to tap into this 1 minute untouched fair value gap to give us a continuation lower. It doesn't look like that's going to work out for me, though. It looks like I'm going to get burned on this position, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. That's why I didn't alert it. 100 bucks.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for the update. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Just giving it the chance to do what it might want to do here. It's looking like it's on a fast track for new highs, though, which is okay. It happens. It happens. Maybe so. Maybe so. We will definitely see here in a minute. This is kind of my last ditch spot right here, and it doesn't look like it gives a shit about it, so I'm wrong on this trade. It is what it is. Gonna get stopped out. 35 points gone. Pretty much with zero resistance, too, which is really upsetting. Unless it decides that that is what it means. I don't know. Only lost 10 points. I got out before my stop. I saw it coming. Yeah, we're not getting the rejection off of this that I was anticipating. I wanted to see a nice, 10, 15 point rejection off if that's the level we were going to respect to go lower. But the fact that all we did was close that fair value gap and now we're pushing higher, not looking good at all. We blew straight through everything to the that was stopping us from going higher. We just, worked straight through it. We're virtually no resistance. So this is going to be a loser, but it's all right. We all take losers at some point. I'll go ahead and pull this, I guess. I'm not expecting this to break down now. So let's take a look at where we could be. Honestly, I'd like to see a retrace regardless, even if we are continuing higher. I'd like to see a retrace into this area on the 5 minute, inside this leg of price action from here to here, for a long trade. Personally, I think that would be a phenomenal area for us to get a long off of. But we're going to see what happens. Wait, what am I looking at here? This needs to go. There we go. We're going to see. But I would really love to see a retracement down to this area for us to potentially go longer. Um, we're gonna see. Mm. Doom, 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 doom. Mhm, 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 mhm. We are holding above um, every one of these levels that we break, which is definitely looking like it just wants to break the top and run. But I'm curious to see if it's going to need to retrace on this big leg before it does that. I'd really like to see that play out, and we could take a potential long um, trade if we can get a good retracement on some of this price action. But um, we're going to see what happens. We're getting some increased volatility. It's after 8 o'clock now, or 9 o'clock Eastern. Um, Price is getting a little bit more responsive. Curious to see what's going to happen here. If we're going to break for highs or if we're going to reject, because we're ooh, this is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. We're definitely getting some volatility here. So there is something here that may have just been a drop for liquidity grab to go higher. We're going to see. We price is still technically not breaking above that 1 minute fair value gap that we had that we have up here. It's failing to hold above it. So let's see what happens. We're definitely getting some increased volume and volatility here. You can see with the way price is moving, there's something up here. Now, if it's going to be enough to send us all the way down, that we don't know. Kind of just waiting to see how this plays out. We are probably just tapping or about to tap the retracement on this. Yeah, we just tapped it. And maybe that's what it needed, and it's going to go higher now, unless we're going to get some follow through for a sell off. Let's see what price does here. This is going to be where we see which direction we could possibly be continuing. It's going to be higher or lower. Looking like it wants to pump. Mm. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Looks like a little bit of bullish consolidation right here. Let's see what happens. Or if we're going to break down. Really not sure. We do have about 25 and a half minutes till market open. As a reminder, we do have red folder news in 40 minutes. So everybody needs to keep that in mind with any positions that they're in or planning on taking between now and the next 40 minutes. We have red folder news, which is flash services PMI and manufacturing PMI at 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern. Definitely something you want to keep in mind. We know that price gets crazy with red folder news, especially with that being after market open, 15 minutes after market open. We should see some really big movement with price when that news is dropped. And we don't want to get caught on the bad side of that. This is looking like it's going to pump. Looking like it's going to pump. Take out, you mean to the downside? Upside. Oh, yeah, I don't know. We're going to see what it's doing here. This definitely is primed. This is definitely primed for a big pop to the upside, in my opinion. We're respecting pretty much everything as we work our way higher. The only thing that we haven't retraced on is this area right here. Same thing on the 5 minute. So curious to see if price is going to try to retrace on this leg before breaking to the top side. But I mean, this thing could literally take off at any second if it is going to break highs. It is holding the bullish structure that's being built up, but I'm not sure. But we've seen it happen before when price has trouble breaking out, that you'll get this massive sell-off down to the retracement area. Ugh. We definitely have some volatility here. You can see price jumping around. It's jumping all over the place. You need some more real estate, my friend. I feel like that applies to trading just like in the real world. You can never have too much real estate when it comes to your monitors. Never have too much real estate. Mm-hmm. Man, we are going to be at a hell of a spot here. I feel like this thing just wants to explode, but it's just failing to break. But it is primed to do it, in my opinion. Do 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 do. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a pop here. We're gonna get a pop, 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 pop. We're gonna get a pop. Are we gonna rock it out of here? Get some follow through. We're gonna retrace. What are we doing here? So if we are popping, I think that we are running for, if I had to give you guys a profit target to the upside, it would be 17,474. That's what I think where we would possibly get a rejection to the downside. 17,474 would be the area that I'd be looking at. 14,474 would align with with our gap to potentially send us lower. That's assuming we can hold above this liquidity and get a continuation. So this green line is the bottom of our golden zone on the what looks like the, I don't know if what I'm looking at here, the hourly maybe, and the gap above it right here is what I think we would tap into before getting a move to the downside. So, but like I said, we would have to, first off, we'd have to hold above this liquidity and ultimately continue higher for that to be a valid area. Obviously, we want some follow through if that's where we're going. I really think that if we break these highs again, we're going to be good for getting up to this 17,474 area, like I was just saying. I think that's going to be a great spot for us to reach up to maybe get a move back down from there, which would possibly just be like a retrace on this bullish leg before we get maybe another continuation to the upside. We do have some major areas of interest below us, so it's going to be kind of hard to know definitively where we're ultimately going to push to from there, but what I would anticipate is a rejection to the downside for sure. But we'll see. We'll see if price can make a run for that area up there. We did just break highs. I'd like to see some follow through to the upside, give us some bullish market structure build up. If we could take off without a lot of resistance, that would kind of give me a good indication that that is where we're aiming. I don't see anything that would really be a major obstacle for us between here and there. But that doesn't mean that there's not something. I'm just saying I don't see anything right offhand. The only thing that we're sitting in right now is this. We are sitting at a 1 minute fair value gap, a really big one. But we're about to push out of it. So if we can break above it, we should get a nice clean run. It looks like the top of it is right here at 438.25. So if we can break above and get a push, we should be good for that area I was just talking about at 17,474. I don't like that we keep pulling back down though, and we're not holding above this breaker structure with more conviction. We're breaking down through this first gap right here. I don't like that. I was really hoping for some like clean, quick, swift, one direction price delivery up to that area if that's where we were going, like without any pullbacks or anything. And we've already pulled back twice now. This is our second time pulling back since we got up here into the liquidity. So it's not looking good for a continuation. I'm not saying we're not, but it's usually whenever we get a breakout and a nice clean continuation, maybe one short pullback and then follow through, I like to see us run more or less unrestricted, and we are having a little bit of trouble here. We're still above the breaker structure level, which is good, but we're teetering right there at breaking back down below it and staying above it, which I don't like. We have 14 minutes till market open. See what price is going to do. Yeah, this little area right here is going to be the area that absolutely has to hold if ultimately we are going to break and run for that area there. Like I said, I'd like price to take off, break highs, and then have a more or less unrestricted run to tell me that we are ultimately aiming for that area. We're just not getting a clean push, and I don't like that. I really wanted us to get a nice clean push up there. Yeah, I'd like to see a retracement as well. It's hard to tell. We're teetering on this breaker structure level. It almost feels like we're going to get a sell-off from here. But until we get a definitive breakdown below the breaker structure level, this is still does have the potential to pop. So just waiting. This is not the price delivery that I like. We do have 11 minutes to market open. So we're just waiting. We did just finally tap the fair value gap inside that retracement on this breakout leg of price action. So we're going to see how price responds here. It's looking kind of sell-off-ish. E, but this level could very well hold and push us higher, which is going to be kind of what we're going to wait to see. I mean, we have reached the overnight highs. Yeah, no, we're definitely stuck in this area of chop and indecision. We are still holding above this level, which is kind of pointing that we're going to potentially go higher. Just waiting to see how we're going to respond here. I definitely think we have the potential to push all the way up, like I said, to that 17,474 area. But I would want it to really take off and not give us too much indecision if that's where it's going to go. Which it probably won't do that until market open in 9 minutes. It's probably going to fight with us until then. We know how it likes to do more often than not. Because now we're kind of, if we push down off of this little gap, we're going to be stuck in between these two levels, these two retracement areas. We've seen this play out 1,000 times. Don't know which way it's going to break. At this point, I'd personally like to see it break and reach the level above us. That way we have all the liquidity from up there and the liquidity of these highs from yesterday. And it could potentially push us all the way down for a major move to the downside, like I was anticipating earlier. So at this point, I'd like to just see it pop to the tops I'd like to see it break to the upside and then make a run for that level above us at this point. Just to where it's staying in line with the bullish market sentiment. It is supporting these levels. So we're gonna see how this plays out. We do have 8 minutes or about 7 minutes until market open. This could potentially be the break. See if it can break. Not surprised at all to see this. Pulling right back. Fucking indecision. Indecision. Not a surprise at all. 6 minutes till open. I can't stand when we start having these huge barcoding candles like this. Personally, it just aggravates me. See if it wants to break now. We do have about 4 minutes, a little less than 4 minutes till market open. Of course, we're going to probably reject and come all the way back down to where we just were. Unless we can make a run to that 17,474 area right before market open. Let's see what we can get. Assuming this thing actually breaks. Part of me is not expecting it to do anything until market open. And of course not. So we have about 2 minutes and some change to market open. 2 minutes and some change. We're already getting a lot of volatility here. So I am expecting a very crazy session here this morning, guys. So we do need a size small. Some of this consolidation is probably also due to the fact that we have red folder news 15 minutes after open. Everybody does need to take small position sizes today. Small position sizes, small position sizes. A lot of volatility is going to be present this morning with open and red folder 15 minutes after. We have a little over a minute till market open here, guys. Not surprised at all that this isn't breaking in either direction until market open. Not surprised at all. 40 seconds till market open. Twenty seconds till market open. Everybody be ready. We're going to have a lot of volatility here. A lot of volatility here. 10 seconds till market open. I'd like to see price push, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got a sell-off at open. So everybody just please be ready. A lot of volatility. If we do get a break to the upside, I'm going to be looking for 17,474, like I said. Okay, we might be getting the retracement first. Let's see where price wants to run to. I'd like to see us come all the way down to this area right here for a retrace before going higher, you guys. We're just going to wait and see how this price plays out. I do want to see some follow through to the downside. Like I said, down to the 18,388, 385 area. If we're doing a retracement here. Let's see what we get. And it doesn't look like that's where we're going. Looks like we might be going for that 17,474 area. See if we get some follow through to the upside. So my bullish target is 17,474. Let's see if we can get it. Then we got about 14 points, 15 points to go to reach it. Let's see if we can reach it. We did just tap the golden zone there. See if that's going to be enough to give us a rejection. I'd like to see it reach up to 14,474, like I said. Oh, we do stand a chance. Yeah, definitely. We do stand a chance of, was that our retracement right there? I was going to say retracing on this leg. We're going to wait to see how this plays out. Like I said, I'd like to see us hit 17,474 before making a move to the downside, if that's where we're going next. But we're going to see where we go from here, because it looks like we may have had enough just tapping the bottom of that golden zone to get major follow through to the downside. I don't know if this is that's what it needed, and now it's going to make the retracement on that bullish leg that we made during the morning run up. We're going to see what happens here. I really was expecting us to hit 17,474 before getting a move to the downside like this, but this thing looks like it's on a mission to break these lows and run for that liquidity lower down now. Yeah, this thing's looking good for a potential short, especially if we can break these short-term lows right here. Then I think we'd be golden for a retracement on the morning run up. If we break these lows, we could see a really strong breakdown. We're going to see though. Trying to be patient here. Whoa. Okay, maybe that was our. We just tapped two golden zones there. We tapped the retracement on this breakout move, and we tapped the previous one. See if we're going to hold it or if we're going to break down. Yeah, we have news in 10 minutes. I was going to tell you guys once we got a little bit closer. So we're definitely going to be careful with position sizing. I know I said it 3 or 4 times, but we have about 9 minutes until news. So we do not want to over leverage because we can get blasted out of the water with red folder news. Curious to see which direction this is heading next. I feel like we're good for a potential breakdown. But I'm also like kind of on the fence because we didn't reach up, actually dig into that golden zone like I was kind of expecting us to. I thought for sure we were going to reach up a little bit more into it than we did before breaking down. So to me, there's a possibility that we're going to go back up there one more time and maybe sweep those highs and dig into that golden zone a little bit more before coming down. But it's all going to be obviously dependent on how price reacts right here. We have 8 minutes until news, everybody. Just a heads up. Waiting to see where price is going to go from here. It may just consolidate here for the next 8 minutes until the news. Very real possibility. I'm still liking a good. I'm still thinking that we're good for lows here. Honestly, we did tab the golden zone and we did not reach the liquidity below us, so I feel like we're really good for a short here. I'm just waiting for us to get a little bit of a breakdown. I don't like that we're holding. We're holding so well here. We're not breaking down out of this consolidation. We're technically making higher lows on the 1 minute. I'd really love for us to break down from here. Here we go. We just need to get some follow through. I think we're good for breaking these short term, the market open lows, and then ultimately getting a major retrace on the opening leg of price action. Be mindful, we do have news in a little less than 5 minutes. Well, a little more than 5 minutes actually. 5.5 minutes. Damn it. We did make a lower low on the 1 minute, but we're also making higher highs on the 1 minute. Really wanted to see this breakdown and give us some follow through to the downside. I'm feeling good about us breaking these opening lows and then ultimately looking for the retracement of the major move to the upside. That's what I'd like to see play out here. But we are just grinding higher right now, and I don't like it. Man. Made another higher high on the 1 minute. Here we go. Is this going to be our follow through? If we can break out of this consolidation, I'm going to be looking for the lows of the opening lows that we made, market open lows, and then from there I want to see follow through down for a retracement all the way down to our first area is going to be this 388 area, and then lower from there, hopefully. We just cannot break down out of this. Okay, we got about 4 minutes and some change until news. So everybody be mindful of that. I'd really love for this to break down. We're making higher highs on the 1 minute. We just did make a higher low on the 1 minute. And we're just slowly grinding higher right now. I just don't like this. I feel like at any moment this thing can just dump. I just want it to dump. Another higher high on the 1 minute. Currently a higher low on the 1 minute as well. Really, really, really not liking this. I feel like we are way overdue for a retrace, and we just haven't gotten it yet. I definitely feel like we're overdue for a retrace here, guys. See if we're going to get the rejection on 17,474. Like I said, that's my area that I want us to reject off of. News in 3 minutes. News in 3 minutes. Okay, we're up above 17,474. We finally reached that profit target. Now I want to see a drop from here. I want to see a massive drop from here. I do not want to see a push higher. I'm personally taking a short up here at 17,474. I'm not going to alert it because we have news in 2 minutes, but I am personally taking a short up here. Come on, give us follow through. 2 minutes till news. Give us the follow through. Give us the sell off. Give us the sell off. At 10 points.
You got in? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm in at 17,474. We're up 10 points. We're about to hit 20 points.
Nice. Yeah, I was talking to my boss, so I couldn't pay attention.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, there's 20 points. I'm liking this for follow through, guys. We have news in 55 seconds. This is looking good for a short. If we can keep this pushing and we can break through this retracement level right here to the downside, we should get a nice. I'd like to see news just send us to the absolute bottom. Just send us for a free fall down. This is looking like it could be a really good liquidity sweep for a drop, but we got to be mindful. News can do whatever it wants. We have 30 seconds until news. If anybody's in a position, I would either recommend closing the position or going down so small on your size that you're not going to blow anything up if this goes against us, because this could immediately pop 20 seconds until news. This could literally explode to the upside. Just letting everybody know that is a very real possibility. We are sitting on the retracement area that we would need to break higher off of, so nothing is guaranteed here. We're up, that's 30 points, and there it goes. Here's the news, guys. Here's the news. We immediately went almost all the way back to break even when that news popped, and that's why I said literally in 1 second we were back at break even. And that definitely went against us, fellas. That's why I said we needed to either exit or size down so small that it didn't matter. The thing just exploded. Jesus. Jesus. Absolutely exploded there. Not what I was expecting. Monumental move right there. It was Flash Services PMI and Manufacturing PMI. Up to the roof. I don't know. I'm getting a bunch of error messages right now for some reason. I don't even know why, honestly. Like, I am getting error messages like crazy right now on my account. I don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Why am I getting all these error messages? What is this? Error messages like crazy. What is this? I'm feeling good about a potential short out of this area right here, guys. Just very risky, obviously, but I feel like we definitely stand a good chance of breaking down. We reached the higher gap inside of this golden zone, and we're responding out of it right now. I'd like to see us completely invalidate this huge fair value gap right here. And then ultimately seek the lows that we didn't break earlier. So that's what I'd like to see right now. I'd like to come down and break these lows right here. Let's see if we can get a run towards that. Because like I said, we did tap the higher gap on the hourly that sits inside of that that golden zone. So I want to see us break. We are currently trading back at that 17,474 area. We just tapped it. I'd like to see us break through that with some intensity and then seek the lows. I feel like we're definitely primed to go down and break those lows that we failed to break earlier, and then ultimately give us a retracement on this major leg of price action from the morning run up. What I'd like to see. See if we can break down. We're currently testing that 474 area. Okay, now we're through it. Like I said, I want to see us invalidate this entire gap and then break down for new lows here. That's what I'd like to see. I want us to make a run for new lows. I am targeting, hold on 1 second. I am targeting the All right. I'd really like to see us get some follow through here, like I was just saying. Oh, it looks like we might be responding to this area. I wanted to see some follow through and just a massive sell off down from here. And a run for the, like I said, a run for the opening lows. So for sure we'd get just a breakdown. I didn't think we were even going to get a retrace out of that, honestly. I was expecting immediate follow through, so I'm not liking the fact that we're bouncing here. Oh, no, I did not want to see that. I want to see us go down and break the opening lows. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Price is just on a freaking crash course right now. I'm going to just wait here. I'm not exactly sure where we have a chance of going next. I mean, it's looking like we're going to invalidate this entire run to the downside here. I'm sorry. It looks like we're going to completely invalidate this bearish retracement area. We did get what looks like almost about a 70-point sell-off off of it, but it looks like ultimately it's not going to break down. It's going to break for new highs. and invalidate this area. And then our next area of interest is going to be up at, it looks like, the 17,600 area would be our next area of interest to the upside. If we are about to break for new highs, then that's where I would expect us to be going next. But we're going to see if we can get a breakout from here. It's definitely looking like it's about to break. But our next area of interest is going to be, like I was just saying, the 17,600 area. That's the next level above us up here, this fair value gap. Ooh. We're definitely getting pushed. See if it's going to hold above and go for those highs. I mean, not for those highs, if it's going to break for our next area to the upside. We did just, we didn't quite touch. We almost touched the 618 on this golden zone retracement, but not quite. Unless this was a double tap by chance. Let's see what happens here. Looking like we did just hit or we're about to hit the retracement on this leg of price action. Yeah, we just hit it. So we're definitely looking good to go long here, in my opinion. And our next target would be that 17,600 level. Let's see where we're going. We're definitely trying. We're holding this level pretty well. We just need to get a break to the upside. We should be good for, about 100 points here. But we'd have to get some follow through, and now we're stalling out. And that's, like I said, waiting to see if we're going to get follow through here, because if not, this could have been the double tap for the breakdown. It's not in the living room underneath that table. All right, so we just need to break this short-term high right here, and we should be good for new highs. Get a follow through. Every time we break above, we get an immediate breakdown. Bye, love you. We get an immediate breakdown. I don't like that. I want us to get above. Every time we wick above our previous candle, it sells off, which I don't like. I wanted to see break and then continuation. We're having trouble holding these highs. Price needs to give us some follow through. It definitely didn't have trouble giving us follow through earlier. So now this is kind of looking like it. I'm not liking this. It's almost looking like it's going to try to sell off. We keep rejecting these highs. Every time we make a new high, it immediately sells off. And if that is the case, then that could have been our double tap at the top. But in order for us to get into an actual sell-off, we would need to invalidate this entire fair value gap beneath us that we're trading inside of and the golden zone that we're currently sitting in. It would need to happen relatively quickly, too. It'd have to just dump from here. Otherwise, I'm still going to be looking for a potential pop to the upside. Yeah, see, it's still looking good for a pop. Man, there is just... I cannot stand. We're in a broadening formation now. If we can break down from here and actually start running for new lows, I think we're going to be finally good to make the run on the opening lows. But we are just not breaking down. We're trading right in the middle of this golden zone and this fair value gap. We'd have to invalidate it. There we go. And then we'd have to continue lower. But nope, there you go. We could immediately get all the buying pressure, pulling it right back up. Man, we're just not getting any follow through right now. I'd like to see us break these lows right here and make a run for the opening lows. We're still respecting this golden zone. We are refusing to break down out of here. This is what's bad about red folder news after market open. It's so, the amount of range that we get out of these 1 minute candles and out of these short term moves in price they're just so big. It definitely does make it dangerous because a trade can go against you and burn you out in a 1 minute candle. Especially when a 1 minute candle can be a 30-point candle. That is absolutely insane. Waiting to see if this is going to break down or not. It's looking like it's going to pump. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to make a run for new highs here. Definitely holding above this golden zone, which is definitely making it look bullish. What are my dogs barking at? Y'all give me a second. All right, my bad. Yeah, it does look like we're making a run for those new highs. So if we can break, we should be good. I think our next area of interest is going to be 17,600 personally. I think that's where we're going to be heading next. And of course, right as I say that, we get this massive selling candle. I do not know what these dogs are barking at. Oh my gosh, let me go. All right, guys, it doesn't look like we're getting the breakout here. I'm honestly probably unless we get some follow through to the upside right here, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it early on the day because I'm not going to be a part of this fake breakout pullback over and over again. All that's going to do is put us in a situation to keep trying to take breakout trades and ultimately lose money. With all this volatility, price can move. I mean, we've already moved over 200 points today, so I'm not interested, unless this thing pops from here and takes off, I'm not interested in getting caught in some kind of, like I said, fake breakout over and over again. That's ultimately just going to burn up profits. So I'm going to give this a chance here to see if it's going to break. It doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it's rejecting again. And I'm probably going to call it early today and just wait until tomorrow, because I am really, really not liking this continuous fake breakout that it keeps doing. We're definitely consolidating before some kind of really massive move, but it's hard to know where that's going to be, where it's going to go. So I'd really rather just, unless this thing, like I said, breaks to the upside right here and holds above it, not another wick like we've already gotten twice, then I'm probably just going to start fresh tomorrow morning and see if the market actually gives us a move in a single direction. Because at this point, it looks like it just keeps pushing a little bit higher at a time to get more liquidity. To me, I feel like we're overdue for a massive sell-off, and it just hasn't found the liquidity to do it yet. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm not going to keep taking jabs at breakouts for it to immediately pull back once it reaches the liquidity above the most previous breakout candle. Because that's the worst way, or that's the quickest way to just burn up any profits that you have or burn up an account. I really just don't have a clear path for where we're going next. Ultimately, I do feel like we could push all the way up to 17,600 today. We definitely have what we need to get up there. We're failing to break out and hold out. So I mean, if that's where we're going, I'd like to really just see a nice clean push up to that area. But we are struggling. Yeah, and there we go again, another fake breakout, and then a pull all the way back to liquidity. Pull back into consolidation. Like, this is, at any moment, I feel like this is just going to completely dump. Like, fall out of the sky, dump. And I don't want to be a part of whenever it finally decides to. Just fake breakout after fake breakout after fake breakout over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. I'm not trading in this. This is disgusting. I mean, these candles that we're getting right here on the 1 minute or 30 point candles. I don't like price moving 30 points in both directions in 1 minute. So I am going to call it here, guys. I'll get back on later to update some charts and see where we could be going next. Yeah, I know it's definitely counter trend. It's just with 30 points happening, with us moving 30 points in a 1 minute candle. I mean, you're talking about, even on the smallest possible position size, you're talking about price moving $60 in a 1 minute candle, and we're having. It's hard to know. I feel like we're overdue for a breakout. A breakdown is what I'm waiting for. Price to break down and give us a retracement all the way down to somewhere in this area on the 15 minute, or ultimately to break the opening lows and come down and retrace on this area. But just no telling when that's going to happen. I mean, we've already had three 3 fake breakouts to the upside. And it looks like it's about to try again. This very well could be the breakout because it looks like we just retraced on this leg of price action from here to here. But like I said, I don't want to be caught up in it. Yeah, sure enough, it's a perfect respect of this level. So as much as I like to say this is going to be the breakout to go higher, I mean, I said that a minute ago when we had this retrace. So I'm just not getting caught up in this. So everybody, for the rest of the day, you guys make sure you trade smart, trade light. Please don't over leverage. We are getting these massive candles. Some of them are ranging over 30 points in one candle. I just don't want anybody blowing themselves out of the water today. I will post an update later with what I'm kind of looking at after some of this price plays out and it kind of starts to calm down. And I'll see if there's anything that looks good for tomorrow. Again, everybody be smart. Trade light and just look for those higher risk rewards if you are going to continue to trade. Peace out, guys.